As the DHS shutdown stretches on, TSA employees have been warned that paychecks could stop again if Congress can't reach a new funding agreement.
But part of President Trump's budget proposal for next year aims to address potential chaos at airports.
Nearly 2 months into the DHS shutdown, the longest in American history, TSA workers are once again being paid. But with Congress on recess until next week, they're still facing paycheck uncertainty.
The president is backfilling on those funds, but the best solution would be for House Republicans, for the Speaker of the House, just to get off of vacation.
Some Republican lawmakers say President Trump's new budget proposal could permanently solve the problem. It includes a cut of around $52 million to TSA that would require smaller airports to enroll in the screening partnership program. Currently, that's a voluntary program under which private contractors handle security under federal oversight.
Would it work everywhere? I don't see why not, but I know it's something that the TSA has definitely looked at.
Some lawmakers point to airports that are already enrolled, including in San Francisco, where security screeners did not miss a paycheck during this shutdown.
They're willing to accept whatever the compensation levels are to be a government employee. But I can tell you from experience at the Jackson Hole, Wyoming airport that privatized TSA works.
The White House says privatizing TSA would cut costs, but critics warn it risks passenger security and could lead to massive job losses.
When it costs twice as much to have private contractors because they have to make a profit for their investors.
Well, President Trump needs congressional approval to get this done, but there's no timeline for when lawmakers will take up that proposal.